On today's show, tag a butterfly, track a migration. See how these tiny stickers unlock the epic journey of monarchs. We travel to outdoor junk lovers' paradise in search of perfect find. And discover this angler's fight to continue to fish.
Minnesota Bound, presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hey everybody, Laura, Millie, and I welcome you to today's episode.
Every fall season, monarch butterflies take an epic journey south, traveling thousands of miles to a warmer climate.
The question is, how do researchers track such a big journey? Well, the answer can be as simple as a small sticker, and it's actually a program here that your family can be part of.
They're beautiful in flight, and they're on a mission. The monarch butterfly, one of Minnesota's most familiar winged traveler, is more than just a symbol of summer. Its way of life is a fascinating story that stretches thousands of miles.
Monarch butterfly is one that most people have seen. They're big, they're beautiful, bold orange and black colors. And towards the end of summer and early fall, they get super active.
When summer gives way to autumn, so begins the monarch migration, which is one of nature's greatest spectacles.
Even in southern Canada, or from right here where we are in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, they'll fly more than 2,000 miles to get to central Mexico on a migration to escape the winter.
However, this journey could disappear if a key to the survival of monarchs, the milkweed plant, also disappears.
They need that habitat, not just where we are, but every stepping stone, every stop along the way from here to where they overwinter in Mexico. The population within those overwintering sanctuaries has gone down steadily over the years. Monarchs will not go extinct, but the migration might if we don't keep the habitat both where they spend the summer and they breed and they produce all those little striped caterpillars we've seen.
That's why Three Rivers Park District has been inviting people, young and old, to participate in a citizen science project using a small sticker to track the monarch's journey southward.
Folks figured out that you could put a tiny sticker on the wing of a butterfly, and if it was the right size and shape, it would not disrupt their flight. What you have is a sticker with a number on it, and every single one is different, like a social security number perhaps, and you stick it to the butterfly. You write down where you are and when you released it and some other facts, and you let it go. That piece of paper is entered into a database, and if someone sees that tag, I give it a little pinch, there's an email address and a phone number, 188-TAGGING. Now you're ready.
Tagging a monarch is, well, a very delicate task.
A lot of people wisely know that butterflies do have parts of them that are delicate. The wings of butterflies and moths, they're covered with these scales. With it pinched together, I can come right behind his shoulders and push the forewings back and grab all four at the same time.
Before you can tag a monarch, you need to catch one first. So it's time to grab a net and step up to the real challenge. The question is, why does a migration which has been happening for hundreds of years need to be monitored?
We continue to tag the butterflies because it helps us to learn about their population, to learn which of the different habitat improvement efforts are working well and attracting the most butterflies. Are there certain areas of the country where there's more success?
Good luck, 333. You got 2,000 miles ahead of you. Woo! How fun is that?
People everywhere can put a sticker on something.
In addition, there are other ways to help monarchs.
If you want to help grow the population of the monarchs during the summer, then plant milkweed. And any flower that's blooming at the end of summer, particularly when the adult butterflies are getting ready for a migration, is going to help them fatten up for that long trip.
The monarch's migration remains a journey difficult to comprehend, yet it reminds us that even small wonders of nature can travel so far.
They catch the heart, they catch the mind of people. They help people connect as a familiar butterfly as well. And when people feel a connection to something in nature, they're more likely to care for it. It's a community building thing too.
Prevent them from sticking.
Coming up next, Laura's getting wild in the kitchen with a guy by the name of Chef Andrew. Do you recognize him?
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, Star Bank, Crush City, and by Onyx Hunt.
Hey, Bill, mind if I throw in a load of delicates? Your Connecticut water makes things so nice and soft.
Sure.
Game day.
Oh, boys, cleats off.
I knew you'd understand. Say, Bill.
Travis, get your own Connecticut.
Connecticut, the world's most efficient water treatment system.
That's fine. I always wanted my own Connecticut water system. Can I at least get that number?
Ron Shera here. Just thinking about fishing, thinking about why Star Bank is our bank at Ron Shera Productions. You see, Star Bank is family owned, therefore you are treated like family. Call Star Bank, a person answers. Walk into Star Bank, they know your name. Star Bank is growing, now 11 locations in Minnesota. The latest is in Hancock and Stevens County. Yeah, Star Bank makes you feel good in many ways, just like a fish on the end of my line. Oh yeah.
Member FDIC.
Hi everybody, today is a special day in Wild in the Kitchen. We are joined by celebrity chef Andrew Zimmern, and in fact we're here in your backyard, which is beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you for having us. I'm so excited to cook with you today.
Really?
I am excited. And well, this is my first time eating this particular game bird. What are we cooking?
Well, this is pigeon, also called squab.
Yes.
When you want to put it on a menu, but it's one of my favorite birds to cook. My general focus is that Grandma did it her way, and that's great, and I don't want to yuck on anyone's yum. But I like to take a little bit of kitchen wisdom from my career, and I've been around for a couple of years, and just kind of update some of our more traditional recipes. And I love cooking on open fire. It's all dark meat. It's very rich. You don't want to cook your breast meat anywhere past medium rare. You can let it rest to medium, which is fine, but it starts to dry out and get pretty tough. I just breast these out the way you would any other bird. I just run my knife, hitting the bone that's right there, so I know I have all the meat off of. So I just want to use a little bit of oil and salt on my board to prevent them from sticking and make sure that they're seasoned enough. Always season meat of any kind before it goes on the grill a little more aggressively than you would tomatoes that are going to go on your plate, where you're just putting a little bit, because that fire is actually going to turn the salt to liquid. It's going to create a crust on the outside, but it's not going to be overwhelmingly salty. You can see how these are plumping up over high heat.
Right away.
Right? And when that happens, that is nature's way of telling you, flip the birds.
And that was very quick. I would say that was 30 seconds.
It was
2
about
minutes?
90.
Was it
actually,
90?
Yeah.
Oh, just time's flying when you're having fun.
I have a light char there, and it looks like it's medium rare there. We're probably medium rare to medium in the middle, but I'm gonna move those over to that cool spot. We're just gonna make a little salad. It's gonna get dressed with olive oil and just a little bit of orange juice and lemon juice. Put this amba right on the edge.
Perfection right there.
And I do want that beautiful skin to sort of be showcased. But you have never tried pigeon before.
I haven't.
That's just salt.
That is delicious.
Pretty glorious.
And this was not pre-brined or anything.
Nothing. The meat itself is very sweet.
And it has zero gaminess to it, in my opinion.
None.
That's delicious.
Yeah.
And I can also taste the flavors of the wood that we use.
Oh yeah, 100%. And this little marinated salad, then, you know, we do like the healthy eating, right?
Absolutely. It's time for a taste test?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is one of my favorite, you know, knife and fork style ways to eat.
Wow. So good. Thank you, Chef, for having us today. This was a culinary treat and also a wonderful lesson on how to create amazing wild game dishes.
Closed captioning provided by Radco Truck Accessories.
Hey everybody, Bill Shirk, the man about the woods, on behalf of Radco Truck Accessories. You know, Radco and I have been partners for more than a decade. Radco is my one-stop shop for everything trucks. Every accessory from all the top brands. And Radco's truck accessory pros are the best in the business. 13 convenient locations throughout the Midwest and shopping online 24 hours a day. Gear up your ride for work and play.
Radco, your truck accessories pro.
Up next, we meet a former pro bass angler who no longer competes on open water. However, he's inspiring anglers in a whole new way. Travis Frank has the story.
Some people really love to fish. John Janousek is one of them. The proof proudly hangs everywhere in his garage.
I don't know if anybody can explain John's love for fishing.
Not even John's wife, Christy. Fortunately, his shop speaks louder than words.
Yes. Yes.
John's a tournament-winning angler turned fishing tackle rep.
He's a manufacturer rep for brands like Rapala, Northland, 13 Fishing. So he's lived and breathed the industry all the time that I've ever known him.
It's a fishing passion that burns strong today against all odds.
Well, on John was at a sports show in the Metro And I got a call from the office manager, Bridget, but she asked me if I had heard from John or seen John.
Christy called first responders who found John in his hotel room battling a massive stroke.
The ED doctor, emergency department doctor at Methodist, and he said, the situation is grave and you need to be safe, but get here as quickly as possible.
Multiple brain surgeries saved John's life.
I was told with complete confidence that I would never bring him home, that he was blind in his right eye, that the stroke had destroyed about a third of the left side of his brain, and it had destroyed his communication center.
But John never gave up. After 5 months in the hospital, he returned home.
He is hemiplegic, which means he is paralyzed on the right side of his body. He was a physical warrior before. He's still full of energy, he's still full of laughs, big smiles. He's still full of fishing, full of hunting. He's a mental warrior more now than ever.
Today, Christy helps John speak.
Yes.
How many in your boat?
Oh.
In your boat right now?
Yes.
13?
Yeah.
His nephew Mac helps him fish.
All right. Lake.
Hubert,
Yeah.
tell him.
Yes.
I got you.
In his boat, John still has full control.
When John's in the boat, he can operate everything that a completely able-bodied person can do. I mean, he can drive the boat, he can crawl up to his seat himself, deploy the trolling motor, get the graphs rolling, grab his rod, and start fishing.
All this with one hand and Mac's customized battery-powered spinning reels.
All it is a little thumb button, so he can reel it up, and then it's all one hand where all he needs to do is just click that button and the bail pops open, and then he can cast.
Years ago, John taught McKinley how to fish. Now, Mac's paying him back.
John's a big fan of Mac. We all are big fans of Mac, and he's just a big deal. He's a really cool guy.
Life threw him a curveball.
Yep.
Get him in.
Yep.
But he's battling that, and he enjoys every single moment on the water that he can. His memory's all there, he just can't verbally say what he wants to say. You can't take a moment for granted. Life's very, very valuable, and I mean, every time that I get to go out fishing with him, I just get a big smile on my face because it's just another day on the water with Uncle John.
The fight to fish. It's a battle John Janousek was born to win. When it comes to fishing, that smile says it all.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Visit Red Wing, Minnesota. Safe Basements of Minnesota. And by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing. Welcome to Red Wing, Minnesota, a river town rooted in the heart of the authentic Midwest. In Red Wing, adventure meets serenity, from scenic hikes and river views to biking along the historic Cannon Valley Trail. Sip craft brews, stroll charming streets, and step inside the legendary Red Wing Shoe Company. Immerse yourself in creativity, from vivid art galleries to unforgettable live performances. Red Wing, take time to create authentic experiences.
Are you seeing water issues in your basement or crawl space? Wet carpet, moisture coming through walls, a heaving basement floor, wet soil, or musty smells in your crawl space are all signs your home doesn't have proper moisture control and mitigation. And if these problems continue, they may lead to more serious foundation problems. Safe Basements, an award-winning locally operated company, Uses state-of-the-art drainage encapsulation systems and sump pumps to keep your home's basement or crawl space dry. Call Safe Basements today for a free estimate to solve your moisture issues for good.
If you're into old outdoor stuff, I think Laura Shera might have found you the spot. Get ready to find your treasure.
You may have heard, one person's trash is another, well, you know the rest.
Jewelry, hats, fun things for the ladies.
She'll enjoy it. Even though I enjoy it, she's going to enjoy this. I know she will.
Welcome to the Junk Bonanza. Since 2006, junk has come in and treasure has gone out here at Canterbury Park Expo Center.
A lot of lake people around here, so it's a really good sell for us.
So we turn things into tables and whatever we can find that's cool to make it into a light fixture. This is a table that Sean made, and it's got a well pump. We always try to put a bottle opener on it so it works good for different things.
Oh my, in the eye of the beholder, right?
I do like this one though. Are we having drinks or are we having drinks?
That one, I need to dress accordingly.
Boy, there's a lot going on here today. There's a lot. This is one of our 3-time-a-year vintage sales. It started as a garage sale in Long Lake about 2000 or so. And then it just grew and grew, and then I took it over a couple of years ago. We have about 2,500 to 3,000 people in here a day looking for things that they love. And there is an enormous range from glassware to duck decoys and everything in between. You know, dumpster diving is a term of honor here.
In other words, some folks here collect old stuff with the idea it can be sold as a treasure to somebody else. And it works.
And there are things, I've been doing this since I was 18 years old, and every kind of time I come to this show, there's 1,000 things I've never seen before. Once it starts, it's a slippery slope.
The guy in the overalls will agree to that.
They were so well done. I grew up with collecting. My parents were collectors and in the antique business, so I don't know, I feel like I kind of inherited it. It's what I've known, but I don't know, I love things with stories. I love the old water skis. I think these are always fun to use, great to decorate with. I mean, kind of that instant memory maker, if you will.
Ah, yes, memories. A memory isn't junk.
You know, this is one of my favorite pieces. This is a clipper, a minnow bucket, but it's made for ice fishing. And the way you can tell that is because it's got a little heater. It came with its own heater. You put some heat, lamp oil in it, stuck it inside there in a special compartment. When you were out on the ice, it kept your minnows from freezing to death in there.
My, after browsing vintage skis, old duck decoys, old art, you name it, I think I found my own junk. I mean treasure.
These are French bulldogs, are they not?
Yes, they are.
And I own a French bulldog. I may need to take these home.
Oh, that's awesome.
My kind of place.
Mine too. I bought a vintage piece of art when I was there. Well, that about does it for us. Bill, Millie, and I hope to see you back here next week.
As we always say, in the meantime, always remember to introduce a kid to the great outdoors.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433.